So I'm I guess a white cis woman.
I am both African American and Indigenous Native American.
I am white.
I'm multiracial, I'm Asian and white.
So I'm white.
African American.
I am white, obviously.
Black Lives Matter was always around. It's the fact that we were actually looking at the TV. It's the fact that we were actually leaning into discomfort. It was the fact that we were actually entrenching ourselves into what it is when it comes to racial discourse, another pandemic besides COVID-19.
And I care a lot about politics. I've always, issues of like police brutality and racial justice, kind of in a broader kind of systematic sense, have always been really important to me. And so I've been not obviously enjoyed. I don't love that our world feels so fucked up. But I'm glad that it seemed like more people cared this summer. People actually protested. I went to protests and felt solidarity with people.
During these past several months, I saw a lot of community within people who are really fighting for BLM.
Well, I'm lucky enough that my closest friends, I think, have a similar passion for fighting for better social justice in our country and inclusion and representing different groups that are oppressed in our country.
Because they've never experienced oppression, discrimination on the individual and collective level, they'll never understand what it's like to be a Black person in America.
Oh, I get very scared because I have two older brothers. One is light skinned, one is dark skinned, but they're both 6 foot Black guys. And one of them has autism, so he doesn't have the best social cues and picking up on things. So I'm always absolutely afraid that he's gonna get pulled over by the police because they also don't know how to deal with people who have mental disabilities. So I get very scared and very nervous when he leaves the house.
A lot of it is misguided information and just ignorance, because they can't understand a community that they'll never be a part of.
People don't like to think that they're wrong, and a lot of prejudice and ignorance is based off of years of conditioning and years of what their friends and family say. People grow up in echo chambers, and that's what they form their way of viewing the world on.
And I think it is possible for some people to change. It definitely varies depending on, the circumstance and who they are.
Yes, it depends. Because some people, it's if you're young, it's just how you've been socialized. But there are others who are, 50, 60 years old who have been not believing in Black Lives Matter since, the 60s.
I definitely think that people can reopen their eyes to why such a movement such as Black Lives Matter is so powerful in the world today.
So I don't think that, I don't want to say that anybody should just change to how I believe, but I believe in educating yourself and looking into more things and actually understanding the issue and what the Black Lives Matter movement is trying to address, and really thinking about, just humanity in general.
And I think they definitely can change if they put in the effort to do so. I think a lot of people don't because they kind of realize the uncomfortableness that it's and the strength and the work it's going to take to kind of unlearn these things about themselves and about society to really, take a step back and change their views.
I mean, I don't think they should change because honestly, at the end of the day, it's not my place to say you should support this. I only wish that they would support, a movement that's founded on just basically asking for racial equality,